Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Expressively Fee. I'm actually going to get straight into this video because I'm excited. I warmed up a little bit and I'm actually going to just vibe. I'm going to let things flow with this video because I'm feeling really good. It's a channel message. Actually, it's an overview of 2021 and then a channel message for 2022. At least for what I'm currently picking up on. I may do another 2022 video or collective message sometime next year. But let's get into it. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in once again, where I talk about spirituality, lifestyle, entrepreneurship, and more. So let's get into the video. So first and foremost, 2021. What I'm going to be talking about exactly about 2021 is about the experiences that we all more than likely have all faced, and what these experiences were supposed to teach us and help us with into this next new cycle, because like we're literally entering a whole new cycle. A lot of people may not be ready to enter this new cycle. It's going to be very hard for other people to enter into this new cycle, I promise you. Like, I've been struggling this whole year to enter into this cycle. So I hope I look right, because I didn't even check how I look. I just got this wig for my birthday and I like it. Okay, that don't really matter. So 2021 was, or is, because it's still 2021, is a 5-year, okay? Sorry. It's a 5-year. It's a 5-year of transformation, which represents transformation, rebellion, freedom, conflict, chaos, confusion in the mind especially. It also brought up a lot of addictions for many of us this year. I can honestly say, yes, I realize I'm addicted to watching YouTube videos. All right, for real, this is not a joke. So I've been cutting back on that because it's actually been distracting me from what I've been needing to do or focus on. And other people, you know, your addictions are totally different from mine. So yes, it has brought up many addictions for us, many setbacks, many ups and downs, topsy-turvy type of energy. As we know, we make plans and God laughs. That's the phrase for 2021, okay? I act like I have a microphone in. We make plans and God laughs is the phrase for 2021. Literally, like, you probably had plans. Like, you've seen a lot of people who had plans to be with this person all their life and the marriage ended, or they didn't proceed to get married, or the wedding was canceled, you know? And these things are not gonna make sense right then and there. But boom, later down the line, you're gonna be like, yo, this all made sense as to why me and this person ended, or our divorce, we got divorced, or whatever the case may be. And even like within the job situations where a lot of people, you know, quitting their jobs, the great resignation, I don't know how to pronounce this properly, but with that as well, it has brought about a lot of change that was kind of like swift. A lot of swiftness that occurred this year that we all honestly didn't know anything about. And I personally feel like the video I first made on my channel was a little ahead of its time for maybe some people. Some people probably wasn't in the vibe of understanding what I was saying, versus some people probably like, yeah, I already feel the vibes, you know? But I personally feel like, and I mentioned that video up again because I'm more than likely going to mention some things I mentioned in that video that's going to be occurring next year too, and for the next few years in my opinion. But anyways, yeah, so 2021 has definitely brought about a lot of deception, okay? A lot of just deceptors around you in your circle. I feel like currently at this end of the year, a lot of people cutting off people, bro. Like, yo, I'm really showing my personality in this video, I don't care. I feel like a lot of people is cutting off people left and right, like, yo, you gotta go. And like, you shouldn't, if you gotta question somebody, they gotta go. Like, they can't go with you. They can't go with you. Like, I feel like a lot of people are, okay, I'm talking about 2022. This is 2021. A lot of people are cutting off, or have been cutting off people this year, especially towards the end of the year. Like, I wanna say October to December. A lot of just sneaky behavior is coming back up to the surface. We already know a lot of exposure occurred this year. A lot of tower moments where things just happened out of the blue, but it actually had an amazing outcome to the situation when you look at it from a different standpoint. I feel like we're all gaining more awareness, which is amazing. I've been on TikTok a lot more because I don't know, it's just easier to put out the videos faster and easier, and I just noticed a lot of people on there are becoming aware and, you know, spiritually awakened. I also feel like for 2021, there has been, how can I put this? A lot of illusions basically being squashed or shown to us that we have been believing for a very long time. Basically, a lot of things that needed to be restructured or changed has occurred in our personal lives this year. And that's going to continue to occur in the outwardly world. But personally, a lot of reconstructing has been done. Like a lot of things that just flipped upside down or didn't go in the plan you wanted to go into the direction. You know, I feel like money has been extremely slow this year. I feel like we have been needing to learn about detachment. Learning the art of detachment. Like we're literally learning how to detach, and it's not easy to do. Okay, we have been learning to detach from a lot of things, such as materialistic things, materialistic items, money, period. I'm not saying we don't need money, but money has definitely been a lot harder this year. It has brought about a lot of scarce mentality and lack mentality in the collective. And those who are not really in tune or aware are going to fall into that anger and want to take it out on other people and want to, you know, show envy or jealousy or whatever the case may be. And that did come out with people this year. I feel like when it comes down to celebrities, a lot of people are seeing through these celebrities. At least for me anyway. I personally don't worship celebrities. But I feel like a lot of people are just recognizing like, yo, these are people. Like, and you know, like I gotta do my thing. Like, what have I been doing? All right, I've been living my life a little too mundane. I gotta get it together. And so I feel like we also have been getting taught patience because, like I said, nothing has been going in the direction we expected it to go into, at least in a speed. And I'm not saying this is for everybody, but for majority of the people, people not gonna show you, oh, I'm going through this ain't going in that way, or whatever the case may be. They're gonna put on a face and, you know, for the world. But I'm talking about real stuff, real talk behind closed doors. You know for a fact. Okay, now I lost what I was gonna say. Anyways, how many minutes is that? 8 minutes. So, I feel like there's a little bit more I want to add to 2021. But more of the story, like I said, it's a 5-year in the middle of an apocalypse. I personally feel like it's an apocalypse. And it's much harder being in a 5-year in an apocalypse. Because, you know, we're going through food shortages, we're going through gas prices increasingly high. We're going through just a lot of just things we've never experienced. At least I know I never experienced this. A lot of people in their 20s, a lot of people even in their 30s, younger as well, you know, than me, haven't experienced this before. So we're, you know, this is very new for us. But I feel like we're also living day to day as if there's nothing going on in the world when it really is. Like things are going on, and it's hard to really, at times I would say it's been hard to really stay focused on your dreams, your goals, whatever it is that you're doing, when you know what's really going on behind closed doors. Like, you know, for example, you at a job where some people really don't like you, but you still working there and it's uncomfortable. That's an example. But I feel like so let's get into 2022. 2022 is about rebuilding. Excuse me. Every time I'm making videos, this is very weird. I get like a lot of air in my throat. I don't know what that's about. But 2022 is about rebuilding, rebranding, restructuring, remodeling, and overall building, modeling, structuring, branding, etc. It's all about that. It's not about walking into new year, new me. It's about new year to embody me even more. New year for me to really be myself, step into my purpose, step into my path fully. As I stated, a lot of people are going to really be taking off the mask. And if you're still wearing a mask, like I said, we're gonna see through that mask. You can't wear that mask for too long. Honestly, it's gonna start bothering you. You're gonna start getting affected that you're still wearing a false mask and pretending, and it's just a lot of things that's not going to matter anymore. And I'm not saying, we're not gonna want luxury items. We're not gonna care about certain type of material things. No, but I'm saying things that you personally and myself personally have put value onto, it's a lot of things that's not going to matter. For an example, I personally feel like a lot of men, okay, this is a collective message, you guys. This is not directly, this is going to happen into your life, okay? I like to do collective energy messages before I actually do an actual detailed type of message, and this is how I'm going to be doing it. Anyways, I feel like a lot of men are going to be becoming more in tune with themselves, like tapping into their personal femininity, which is amazing. I feel like they're going to be taking more care of themselves, and they're going to be looking at women like, not in a superficial way, kind of like that. And even everybody's going to be looking at things and people like that, kind of like, yeah, you look good, but what else? Can you read a book? Are you spiritually in tune? Do you have a connection with God? It's going to become like that over the next few years. And so, like I was saying, a lot of men, I feel, is going to be, tapping more into their self-care. Their heart chakras is definitely going to be activated. I feel like a lot of men, heart chakras, if it hasn't started this year, it's definitely going to start next year. A lot of men are going to be feeling emotions that they never felt before. They're going to be falling in love with women, and it's just going to be very new. A lot of newness, a lot of auspicious things are going to occur next year. And that doesn't mean a lot of chaos and craziness is not going to occur. We're still not done with that. We still got a little while for that, but that doesn't mean amazing things are not supposed to happen. Do you really think we're supposed to be controlled? We wasn't brought on this planet to be controlled. Let's be real here. So anyways, so a lot of people also will be putting up a lot of boundaries. I feel like big boundaries will be set. If you can't respect my time, who I am, what I do, you can't respect it, you gotta go. Whether you're family, you're my sister, you're my brother, you're my uncle, you're my boyfriend, no. And I feel like, a lot of people want to either be respecting you or they're not. And then on the other hand, a lot of people going to be doing a thing, right? You probably going to be having success. You're going to be launching your business, or you just going to be doing your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you do, you're going to be getting in the gym, you looking good, getting all buff out here. And then next thing you know, you're going to be having people mad at you because you're doing your thing. That is coming, literally. I feel like a lot of people going to be mad because they see other people doing their thing. You can't, like I said, you cannot wait for other people to level up with you. You can't wait for other people to get on this vibration. People don't believe when I say, literally, there's a whole new cycle and a whole new energy literally raised up. I've been having a hard time staying in it. Sometimes I'll be in the past, I'm like, yo, you gotta stay in the present. Girl, stay in the present. We're here. I was I was in a meditative state. I wasn't meditating though, but I was like, what do I need to focus on right now? And me, I like to be productive. I like to do things. I like to make sure I'm doing something. I feel like if I'm not doing something, I kind of am upset with myself or I beat myself up. And what I heard heard happiness. I said happiness. Okay. And I didn't focus on that. I started thinking about what I need to do. And that's going to be very important next year as well. As we have been in such a time of loss, I feel. Because for me, like I was saying, a lot of money was terrible, or it has been terrible this year, 2021. And so the money is definitely going to start flowing in. And it's not it's going to be like, yo, you got to focus on happiness. You got to focus on faith. You got to focus on knowing. Like, I feel like a lot of people are going to become emotionally and spiritually in tune. Like, yo, there's a higher source and a higher power behind this. Yeah, you're going to fall into a lot of just anger at times, or you may fall into or almost fall into anger, or just not seeing things clearly. And then boom, you're going to snap out of it because you know that there's a higher power in charge of everything. Like, and also listening to your own intuition, not needing to explain yourself to anybody or having expectations for anybody or anything. Because you have expectations for something or somebody, you know what you're doing? You're harming yourself. You're waiting on somebody to apologize to you all your life. You're going to be waiting forever. You're going to be, you're not going to date someone for years because this person did you wrong and you waiting for them to apologize. You can't do that. We're not having expectations for nobody anymore in 2022. I feel like a lot of people like, yo, I'm stepping up to the plate. I'm doing my thing. I'm being assertive. If you don't like it, baby, go somewhere. Yo, I'm really sounding like a preacher. Excuse me, I'm not trying to be mean, but this is like serious. So yes, I feel a lot of pregnancies as well. Of course, it's pregnancies like every year, but I feel like a lot of love coming in. All right, I'm really channeling right now. It's a lot of love about to be flowing in 2022. I already said this, but love, soul tribe, soul family. I'm excited to meet my soul family. Like, of course, I'm not gonna just meet all my soul family at once in one location, but I definitely can say they're coming. Like, I've had a dream about it. I've had certain signs, certain just experiences with people to know like, yo, I'm in the right vibration. A while back, I'm not trying to talk about myself, but a while back I was in a place of, wow, loneliness. Like, I was literally alone. Like, you ask my mom, I was alone. Like, you ask my mom, literally. I used to be like very lonely. I was like, oh my God, I have no friends. Like, I really did have no friends for a period of time. But as I started to work on myself, I was literally attracting that to me. I was in that wrong or that mind state of I had no friends or people were this or that way to me. And I'm not saying, oh, I'm not gonna never come across those type of people again. But the thing is, I'm on a different wavelength in my mentality, the way I believe, the way I think, the way I feel, the way I speak, and I know who I'm gonna be attracting. So overall, you're gonna be attracting a lot of people when it pertains to either love, well, I would say love in all types of relationships. Like, it's just going to be happening in the most beautiful ways. Like, things are just going to happen like just very randomly. You're going to be clueless, and you guys are going to be, next thing you know, become the best of friends or the best of lovers, and, you know, plan something, whatever it is you plan to do. Like I was stating, like, community is going to be extremely important. Networking is going to be extremely important. I honestly feel like a lot of creators, like myself, I'm a small creator, but I feel like a lot of creators are definitely going to be in the forefront for the next couple of years, actually. A lot of people are going to be putting out their skills and their talents out there, doing what they know what they're called to do. And yes, you're going to have days where you feel emotional and tired and sad, but you're going to know how to pick yourself up. I feel like there's also going to be a huge death next year. And I'm not talking about physical. I mean, it's going to be physical too, but I'm saying, like, it's going to be a lot of dying to the old. If you haven't begun putting an end to things this year, it's going to be extreme next year. Like, it's going to be cutthroat. Like, things are just gonna be like, boop, that don't matter no more. Like, it's gonna happen out of nowhere. Like, things are just gonna happen. Belief systems, a lot of things are just gonna crash down. It's not gonna make sense. But then boom, something happens so auspicious, and then you're gonna be like, yo, this makes so much sense. But yeah. Let me see if there's anything else that I wrote down on my paper. Let me see. Excuse me. Okay. So I personally feel like as well for next year, there's going to be a lot of balancing when it comes down to the masculine and feminine on the side of yourself. A lot of learning and understanding the balance of yourself is going to be extremely important for next year. And being of service is going to be extremely important. Like, I see a lot of people taking action to be more kind to one another, to be more generous and helpful, to build, to just be a good person. You know, you're going to be called to do certain things and you're not going to know why. And it's like you're going to get blessed for doing those things. So I also feel like a lot of people are also going to be, back to what I was saying as far as boundaries, a lot of people are going to be feeling the need to be in their own space too. Kind of like, because it's energy vampires is going to come. They're going to try to get back in with people, I promise you. Whether it be friends, it don't matter. Like, they're going to literally come back and trying to be all cool with you, but nobody going to want to be around them. You know? It's going to hurt their ego. But oh well, you know? What else? I do feel like a lot more exposure is coming. Worldly exposure. I do feel like there's some more disasters coming. I'm not trying to spread fear, but like environmental disasters. I'm gonna pray for California, because I did have a dream about California not too long ago in the summertime, and I'm not saying that's just gonna happen right now, but I did have a dream about California, so I pray for all states, countries, cities, you know, to, you know, just be prepared for anything to occur like that, because you just never know. Like, yeah. But yeah, you're probably going to be marching to the beat of your own drum, you know, just doing things in your own way, in your own fashion, and releasing that judgmentalness of yourself and of others. It's like judgment is something that's honestly causing us to have a split connection with each other. Oh, you are a person who dresses like this, so you can hang with me, or you know, you believe this, so we can't be friends. It's like, no, I feel like I keep saying like I said, but you're going to be learning to find that common ground. I'm trying to talk more in a, what is it called? A third person? A first person? I don't know. Okay, I can't think of it. I think it's first person. You. I need to be more direct when it comes down to, because I want people to know I'm talking to you. You may or may not resonate with what I'm saying, but that's how I'm going to pronounce. That's how I'm going to say it. So next year, you possibly will be feeling the need to release judgmental things when it comes down to, oh, we have these certain differences. Okay, and that don't mean we can't be friends. That don't mean we can't be cool. You know, it's like judgment is such a huge thing that is needing to be released. In fear, I do feel like a lot of people are going to be in fear going into the new year, because a lot of people are like, oh, what's going to happen this year, you know? While the other people, like you, are going to be like, you know, everything is happening how it should be. You doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to be good. Your family's going to be good. You're going to be blessed. And I'm not saying, oh, everything's going to be amazing, that is going to happen in your family and your life, but overall, you're going to be good. You're going to be blessed. Nothing's gonna happen where it's like extreme, where it's like, oh, that's odd. It's gonna happen more natural. Like, things are gonna happen naturally than how it's been recently, or how it's been this whole year. And one thing I'm honestly excited about is the friendships and the soul tribes coming in, because I truly value that, and I know you value that as well. And to those of you who have been seeking that like genuineness, you gotta put yourself out there too. Like, I was a person, I was literally like, I like to go out, but I have fell into a role of always like, you know, just like I would stay home. And you know, I wasn't meeting nobody. How am I gonna meet people if I'm in the house, if I'm not being talkative? And so I'm pretty sure you already have, you know, realized who you are, how you connect, and all that good stuff. And now it's your time to just go out and have a good time and put yourself out there when it comes down to if you want to meet new friends and connections, new love, because new love is definitely on the rise. I don't know if I'm going to get into a relationship next year, but that would be cool. I mean, I don't mind, you know what I'm saying? That's cool or whatever. You want to be my lover? That's cool. That's cool or whatever, yeah. Okay, lastly, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh. I feel like I'm talking a little too much. I need to save some rest for later. I need to say that rest for later. It's been like almost 30 minutes. Collectively, also for 2022, this energy I'm talking about in this video, by the way, is not just for 2022. This is gonna be just period, like period, 22 and beyond. Oh, my nose is running. But I'm picking up on as well, like a lot of people recognize the power they hold, and like, oh, I can make this. I can turn water into wine, like Jesus. Excuse me. Like my nose is running. Like every time I'm making a video, like weird stuff start happening. Like, can I make the video? Yeah, like I could turn water into wine. You gonna be just turning things into shine. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be like, yo, boop. They gonna be wondering how you do it. You gonna be like, God and hard work, dedication and focus. You feel me? And just chilling and relaxing. But we're gonna have to persevere through it again. Just get through it. Keep going. Don't allow the fear to come at you whatsoever, or get under your head, get in your head, get under your skin. And be prepared if you're a person who is, you know, stepping into a whole new phase or just a whole new thing that's a little different for other people to see you doing. Be prepared for people to be looking at you crazy or hating it, or, you know, showing you the side eye like, Be like, girl, boy. Because I don't just talk to women on my channel. It's for men and women. Yeah. But on the other side of everything, I'm not saying everything's going to be ice cream, cupcakes, and, you know, Skittles. It's going to be a need of understanding the balance, understanding that there's always going to be something occurring, but you know how to handle it. Like this time next year, I feel like you and others, and including myself, will become even more aware of how to maneuver this world, especially those of us who are young still. I mean, we all young, but, you know, I want to say those of us who are, you know, of course, babies, and, you know, I'm going to say from 1 to maybe even 50s or even 40s, becoming like, yeah, more aware to take control over things. And I just feel like collectively we're going to be learning to become more independent as well from this false system. Because this false system is not done crumbling, and so much more is going to be shown to us, and so much more is going to have to get built. A lot of people are going to be rebuilding once again, when it comes down to business, when it comes down to love, when it comes down to their finances, rebuilding certain things that have fell apart, that have came apart, or had to get reconstructed, you know, because it wasn't working in that type of way. So of course you're going to have to rebuild it, but it's going to be rebuilt in a better way. And that's what's going to be happening in the world. Like, we're going to have to rebuild certain things in this false world in our own way. And it may not seem like that right now. It's going to seem like, oh, how do we have any control? We have more power than we think and than we know. We just need the right people, the right community, the right team to do these things. If you got the right team on your hands, you're good to go. And I personally am still searching for those people. So when I come across those people, we're going to turn shine into Shinola, you know? Yeah. Yo, I was showing my personality a little too much on this video, and I feel like I want to keep going, but yeah. So I think that is about it, because my throat is like weird. But I was saying something before I said that. I think I was saying that next year. I said something about next year about, oh, like the world is gonna be crumbling still while we're rebuilding our own personal lives. Oh, and needing to become more independent. So like, you know, we're gonna be needing to become more independent when it pertains to food. Like a lot of things are gonna be changing in all these different industries over time. Nothing's gonna happen overnight. But when it comes down to food and medicine, you know, going to herbalists, or learning more about planting, that's something I want to learn more about. Also learning new languages, I feel like that's something I'm going to definitely be learning. I've been trying to learn it, but this year has just been very distracting for me, and I've been trying to learn Spanish. And so yeah, it just didn't go in the plan I was expecting it to, so I got to start all over. Yeah, but we got to look at it as like, it's not about you starting completely over. We got to look at it as like you're rebuilding that, reconstruction or rebranding, whatever it is. And I feel like a lot of people are gonna switch up their style. One of these people, you know what I'm saying? Switch up, yo, show off, do your thing. Don't even. Who cares? They gon' hate. Let them hate. Yeah. Let them hate. Let them hate. Let them hate. Hey, I don't know why I'm so lit right now. I just had some water. I had some gumbo. That's it. I don't know. I think I just have a good. It's Capricorn season. Hi, shout out to my Capricorn gang out there. The greatest of all time. The greatest of all time. Okay, you guys, I think that's it for this video. I'm gonna come back to you guys with another 2022 energy later on in the year. I feel like I put a little too much in this video, but it's all good though. Peace out. Also, stay tuned for more videos. I'm gonna show my personality a lot more because I feel like, why not? You know? All right, bye guys.